Welcome back, guys. We've been having so much fun recently playing around with the space station that we've kind of forgotten about the practicalities. We need to get back to doing some of the sensible things. Right, first of all, I need to show you that I have modified the BISS. What I've done is I've sent up a simplified version of the Blinkertron. So it doesn't have like all the bells and whistles on it, and it's only got one set of deployable air brakes, which we'll deploy now. And I think it still looks very, very cool. Oh, by the way, I added a couple of monopropellant tanks because I thought we could use a bit of monopropellant storage. So I've added those, and this is now built using the science module, this Science Junior, and it's got some 2-hot thermometers on, it's got some goo canisters on, so we've got all the science stuff on here. And now this thing doesn't like judder about so much because we've drastically reduced the number of parts that we're using on this. So there you go. Because it's like I wanted to show it to you. It's really, really cool, but is it practical? No, it's not practical. Right, so let's get back to doing something practical. Let's go back to the Space Center. Right, now we have got a couple of contracts that we could easily complete. We've got three passengers, 3 VIP passengers, who are up on the space station. And all we've got to do to complete those contracts is get them down on the ground. So I thought we'd do a crew resupply mission. How about that? Yeah, sound fun? Right, let's go do it. So, do you remember this? This is the Wile E. Coyote rocket that we sent up like quite a long time ago. We're going to use a variant of this to be our resupply ship. Now, this like whole bottom section can go because we've got better technology than that. We'll send this up with a Bonehead Heavy. So let's get rid of that. Don't need that. That leaves us with this up top. Now we want this to be able to dock. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this top parachute, and we're going to throw on. I always go to structural, don't I? We're going to throw on a Clampertron. Let's tilt it like that so it'll actually. There we go. Now, obviously, that's pretty horrible, right? But you know what? We'll live with it. It's fine. Now, you might say, why on earth are you sending up a command pod? Well, because I want to send up manned missions, because I want to send up astronauts to get experience. So, like, if we're going to do a resupply, I'd rather send up an astronaut to do it and then bring them back. It's like a better idea. Now, because we've taken off that top parachute, and because I want to make sure that this canister is safe, because we don't want to kill everybody on landing, we are going to add a few more parachutes. So I think what we're going to do, I think we'll bump this up to 6. That should be adequate for the amount of weight that we're bringing back. The amount of weight that we'll be bringing back will be this, plus we need to put a heat shield on this. Now, you could do this without a heat shield. I mean, it's not like absolutely essential. I've got hiccups. Oh, what the hell? It's not absolutely essential, but kind of. I feel bad about not using a heat shield. It's just like not realistic. So we're going to put a heat shield on there. Now, what does that weigh? That's 5.4 tons, which is a fair old payload. So you know what? I think we can maybe slim this down a little bit. We don't need 4 batteries on this. Let's just have like 2 batteries. Like why use 4 batteries? We don't really need 4 solar panels on this. Let's just have 2. So let's pop just 2 solar panels on it. Other than that, kind of we need everything. There's nothing else that we can really get rid of. Okay, so that's that. What else can we do to reduce the weight? So what are we now? So it's still 5.4. So let's pop that on there. Now what does it weigh? Now it's 15 tons. Now bear in mind, a Bonehead Heavy is kind of rated for about 10 tons. So we need to slim this down a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off our Terrier engine. We're going to get rid of this big fuel tank. This fuel tank weighs almost 10 tons, right? So we'll get rid of that, and we'll take a smaller fuel tank. So we'll take one of these. That was an X216. We'll take an X208. It's got like half as much fuel in it. And we just pop our Terrier engine on the bottom of that. And there we go. So what's our weight now? We are 10.8 tons. So we should be able to get that quite happily into space with a Bonehead Heavy. Right, so let's go to here and sub-assemblies. Take a Bonehead Heavy. Slap that hopefully on the bottom. Except it doesn't want to go. Why don't you? Oh, because I haven't put a stack separator on. That would be a bit of a problem, wouldn't it? Right, let's go to structural, and we want a Rockomax decoupler, which we can pop on there, and we'll pop this on the bottom. Boom. Right, we need a few struts, and we're done. So we'll put a strut connector on from like there to down there. We want 4 of them, which is perfect. And we'll do the same thing. We'll connect. Oh, that was probably the right place actually. Yeah, from there out to the back of here. We'll angle it down a little bit. There we go. Cool. Right. That should be a perfectly adequate rocket to get this up to the space station, and then we can bring it back. Now, what are we going to do? Let's have a look at our crew. Please let me look at the crew. Thank you. We have got Bill Kerman. We've got Valentina. I think let's have Valentina pilot this up. I think that's a good idea. See, we could bring Jeb back, for example, because he's been up there for a while. We could take another scientist up. You know what? Let's take another scientist up, and we could take one of our engineers, because we've got 3 engineers sitting down here. They might as well go up and get a bit of experience up there. What about Bill? Should we take Bill? Yeah, what the hell? Let's take Bill. Go on, Bill. Right. So, what we're going to do is that's it. We'll go and launch it now. You know something, guys? It's a good job that I double check these things, because I've completely forgotten to put RCS on this. So docking would have been pretty difficult. Right. Now, when you put in RCS on these things, what you want to do is... I don't want to take that off. Oh. The thing is, I know roughly where the centre of gravity is going to be. Ideally, what you should do is, before you put the bottom stage on, you should put on the centre of gravity. It's going to be kind of in the middle of the fuel tank. So, I can guess. I can take a guess. And it's not going to... It's a small craft, so it's not going to be a big problem. Right, let's put some RCS on this. So let's crank this up to 4. And we'll put this on, I don't know, kind of... We don't want to obstruct the hatch, so we'll put it over here. I'm thinking we just plop it in the middle and take our best guess. Now, these need monopropellant, and the only monopropellant that we've got on here is this little capsule, and that little capsule only holds 10 monopropellant, which is not a whole hell of a lot. So we would have to be... We've got 2 choices. We can either be very, very precise and economical with our docking, or we can carry some extra monopropellant with us. And I think probably the safest thing to do is to take some extra monopropellant. And we've got 2 sizes. We've got this one, which is 150, or this one, which is 60. So I think we're going to have to take a couple of these with us. So yeah, let's knock this down to just 2. I mean, to be honest, I'd prefer to just take 1, but yeah, I think we'll have to take 2. So we'll pop a couple of those on. Right, that'll do. Right, so a quick save. I'll double check it again to see what else I've missed, and then we'll go launch it. Right, hopefully I haven't forgotten anything else. Let's do it. So, RCS on. Sorry, RCS. SAS on. Thrusters to max and ignition. Hooray! Liftoff of BISS Resupply Mission 1. So, let's tip this over a few degrees. Get us started. And... this is a Bonehead Heavy liftoff, so it's going to be pretty standard up into orbit. And there go our first set of tanks. Let's throttle that back. And there go the second set. Ten seconds left on our orbital burn. And I think that will do. Where are we up to? We're up to 103 and 51 on that side. Okay, we'll need a little bit of an adjustment just to bring us up. And then we'll be in a stable orbit. And then it's just a case of catching up with the BISS, which is round there. That'll take a few orbits. So we'll come back when it's done. Okay, about 10 orbits later, we are 2.7 kilometers away at our next intersect. So time to go to this view. And where is it? Oh, there it is. It's behind us. Right, let's warp this on and let it catch up a little bit. And when we get, I don't know, about 3 kilometers away, we'll start doing our burns. So you want to make sure that you're on target, and you want to go to the retrograde. Settle down. We'll take off all of our speed, which is only 11, almost 12 meters per second. It's not a lot. And then we'll point towards the pink prograde and the pink prograde. Dear oh dear. And then we'll head off at about 20 meters per second, I would think. Let it come in a little bit closer. And it does, there's no question, it does get a little bit laggy when you've got a lot of parts on the station. Here we go. Bringing it in. And you know what? I mean, you've seen me do this several times now, so I'm just going to get close enough, and I'll let you watch like the final docking. Okay, we are within 50 meters. In fact, we're within 40 meters. I'm just getting ready to kill my speed, but I'm going to get level with these docking ports. So I think probably about now. And we'll take this right down to 0. There we go. Okay. In actual fact, we went a tiny bit too far, I think. We're going back this way, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to switch to RCS at this point because we're close enough, and we'll spin ourselves around to point at it. Now I don't have any lights on this, but fortunately there's plenty of lights on the space station itself. Right. We need to back up a little bit, so first thing we'll do is kill our speed relative, our forward speed relative to the module. There we go. And actually we'll move it, we're backing off a little bit, so let's have a little nudge forward. Oh, that's too much. Okay, that's pretty stationary. Right, now we need to get over here. So we're almost there. Oh, just a little nudge forward, I think. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Oh, I think I need to come across a little bit. Oh. You gotta love doing this. Oh, and spin that round. Oh, and do we get it? Oh, that was so damn close. Let's turn off SAS, and we've got a dock. Oh man, that was close right at the end. I thought we were going to miss it. And I've got to get into the habit of trying not to do this in the damn dark every time. It does make life difficult. Right, well, we're up there. Now we can start swapping our crew around for the return journey. Okay, so I've just been entertaining myself and decided to redock over here. That has to be why. I I just did for fun. Right, okay. We need to transfer our Kerbals around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take. Let's see who's in this one now. Transferring crew is not the same as transferring resources. What you have to do, you have to click on the capsule that they're in on the crew hatch. Okay, so I turn this round a little bit, otherwise I won't be able to see the dialogue that comes up. So click on the crew hatch and it will give you a list of the Kerbals who are in that particular module. So I want to transfer, I want to transfer all three of these guys. Let's do Kimpty first. So Kimpt, transfer, and then it'll say select a module to transfer him to. Well, I want to transfer him up to here. So boom, click on that and boom, he's moved. He's moved to this hitchhiker storage compartment. And then I can take, for example, if I find the crew hatch for this one, which is around here, I can take Raydan, who's the scientist, right, and say I want to transfer him to the science module. There we go. So now if I click on the science module crew hatch, I've got Bob and Raydan in there. Hooray! So who else? Who else has got to move? Okay, so I've finished doing all my transfers, and we've got, let's see if I can find the crew hatch. We've got Jeb in here. He's coming back. He's going to fly the mission back. And then we've got, in this storage container, we've got the 4 tourists. Tom Weissigen, Frederick, and Kimpt. And then, if I spin this around, in here, in this one, we've got Bill and Valentina, who are they're doing some 0G gymnastic experiments, if you know what I mean. Kids, ask your parents. Right, so there you go. We've done all our stuff now. So now it's just a case of undock and let's go home. So let's do it. Let's undock. There we go. And now we can go home. Okay, so let's spin ourselves around. In fact, you know what? We can put SAS on and we can just go straight to the retrograde and hope that I don't smash my solar panels. Oh, that was close. Oh, dear me. That would have been a bit of an accident, wouldn't it? I do like to live dangerously. Oh, calm down. Calm down, module. Stop swinging around. You're scaring me. Okay, and as soon as we're kind of out of danger, I should have backed off a little bit with the RCS then. But you know what? We'll do a little burn just to take us away. There we go. Wave bye-bye, guys. Wave bye-bye to the wonderful BISS. Right, we can go back to our map view now. And now it's just going to be a fairly simple case of a retro burn. Let's see how much fuel we got. We've got absolutely loads. The thing is, this is chock-a-block with fuel. If I can't click on it at the moment. But yeah, it's full of fuel at the moment, which is a damn shame because we could have transferred some of the fuel that we've got. Never mind. So yeah, we can actually just do a straight retro burn. We don't even need really to do. Where are we? We're at the apoapsis. So yeah, we'll just increase our burn. We'll click on our periapsis so that we can see it, and we'll bring that down to, I don't know, like, yeah, that's probably more than enough. That will bring us down quite happily. But you know what? Let's bring it down a little bit more. Well, no, actually, no. I think no, that's enough. I'm just going to let that come down because I'd like it to come down in daylight. So we'll let it get round there, and then I'll do another burn and bring us down somewhere nice. Okay, so we're round into daylight now, and we're coming down. We're approaching the atmosphere. So I think it is time to do a little retrograde burn. take off a little bit more speed. Then we'll jettison the engine. Stop spinning around, you crazy thing. Settle down, settle down. Here we go. There we go. Oh, thank you, camera. Changing when I didn't want you to. Right, let's do a burn. We've got like tons of fuel left, so we may as well. We'll take off a bunch of our speed. There we go. Such a little engine, this. Hardly does anything, does it? Yeah. Okay, let's cut the engine. We'll switch around to the prograde. Here we go. And when we're kind of almost there, I'm going to jettison. Oops. There we go. Now I'm going to jettison it. There we go. Bye bye, engine. Thanks for coming. And we'll flip round to the retrograde now. Here we go. We're coming down 41. We should start to see us picking up some temperature now. Okay, now we're starting to get some re-entry burn. Oh, you okay, guys? You doing all right? 5 Kerbals coming back to Earth. 4 tourists who they only went up for a suborbital flight, and they've been up to a bloomin' space station. They certainly got their money's worth. Look, there's the spaceport. We're coming down very, very close to home. And as soon as we get below 300, we could use the parachutes. This is an awesome landing, guys. Like, this is a staggeringly good landing. I'm just going to let it come down, like to get down to about 2,000 meters. Look how close we are to the spaceport. I mean, I thought I was getting us reasonably close, but right, 2,000 meters, pop the parachutes. 6 parachutes should hopefully get us down to about 5 meters per second. Right, let's speed this up a little bit. Boy, am I happy with this landing. 200 meters to go. 100 meters to go. When it gets down to about 50, I'll start to slow it down. Here we go. And we'll enjoy the last 10 meters into the water. Plop. What a lovely, beautiful, soft little landing that was. That is awesome. Look how... I cannot believe we're only 9 kilometers away. In fact, less. We're 6 kilometers, under 6 kilometers away from the space center. How bloomin' sweet is that? Alrighty, well, I think we'll have a quick recover vessel. Okay, so we didn't get any science. We did get funds back from the craft that we brought back. We didn't get any reputation, but we got 5 of our Kerbals back, which is awesome sauce. Right, let's have a look at the contracts. And yes, we should have some completed contracts up here. Let's have a look. So, Ferry 2 tourists, yeah, we got that. And we got the cash for it. And more cash. More reputation. More cash. More cash. More cash. More reputation. Oh, we got Dock 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. Ferry the 2 to... Oh, we got loads of stuff. We're up to 740,000 in cash. Our reputation is staggering. You know what the thing is? We need a ton more science now because we want to keep going. So I think it's time to go to another planet. If you've got suggestions where you'd like me to go, maybe land on Minmus or go to Duna or whatever, drop me a comment and I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.